Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Simon Götzen, recording for mtgoacademy.com. You're watching Simon Says, and we are doing Everything Restored drafts. However, in this short intro, I want to look ahead. M13 is coming out, and they have already spoiled that Exalted is going to be one of the main mechanics, and I'm thrilled to hear that. Exalted is a very simple yet complex mechanic, and today I thought about the impact this mechanic has on Limited and especially on the combat step. So what looks like a small bonus really makes games play out differently. You will have much more turns where only one creature attacks because it gets the bonus instead of multiple creatures. So this not only changes which kind of creatures are good, but also impacts the importance and strength of combat tricks, for example. So, starting with the creatures, it's pretty obvious that lesser creatures get better because you can always use them in the late game for their Exalted, either if they have Exalted themselves or if they get boosted by Exalted. So this is kind of easy. The more important thing is that certain cards that take out one creature with either an instant removal spell or something like a bounce spell can really prevent all the damage your opponent would have dealt in his attack step. So it makes some defensive cards much better, but it also makes other defensive cards, which have the potential to be blowouts, less stellar. And an example of this would be a spell that gives all your creatures +2/+2, for example. If your opponent is only always attacking with one creature, let's take the extreme example, then you're never going to get more than one card out of this trick. So simply the fact that we know that Exalted is in M13 already gives us a hint of card evaluations are going to change, and I think that's very interesting. Now you don't have to think about an unspoiled set yet, but I want to take this as an example of how deep and complex Magic really is. And the next time you think that something is easy or your opponent had all the luck in the world on his side, maybe it's time to take a step back, and there is usually always something you can realize that you can still figure out that makes you a better player. And I played a PDQ a couple of days ago where I was playing a nice match, and after the match I told my opponent, you don't have to you don't have to cast your Phyrexian mana spells for life at the end of your turn. It's just strictly better to untap first. If you are not paying mana, you don't get anything from the untap step. So he told me, yeah, I learned something today, and I hope you're learning something today as well. This is Simon Götzen. Enjoy the draft.